It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bisons and the Desperados under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter as it'll be the Desperados of Salt Lake City taking on the Bisons of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that 2nd win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors, Salt Lake City, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 7 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and now it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up, but he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The numbers for St. Brown a week ago. 7 catches, 71 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Richardson looking to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Offense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Man in motion left, Mingo. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by Marcus Epps. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Robinson up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the jet sweep, this is Mingo. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This taken in right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. When you look at this defense, well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step back and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Richardson out of the shotgun. Got a man, that's Richie James. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Richardson off the play fake. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. They go play action with Richardson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's 1 catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. To throw is Rodgers. And this pass caught by Gray. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Jarrett, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cedric Tillman from 8 yards out. And the Desperados are able to stretch out their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Koo now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A quick pass out to Juju. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Desperados.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This short throw caught by Goddard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the ground with Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Rodgers to throw on second down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. On 3rd down, Jarrett. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Richardson. Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. There's a nice move. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man is Mingo. Complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Koo knocks this one through the posts, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Set to kick off.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's still on his feet. And touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bisons get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now a handoff up the middle. Jarrett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
This 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Gray here. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Marcus Epps able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is taken at the 18. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They begin the drive with Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st down, Richardson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
They toss it down to Pollard.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes.
They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Robinson. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A throw over the middle, taken in. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First down, Salt Lake City.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this pass caught by Gray. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. First down, Desperados.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He completes this one to Mingo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 20, here's second down at a yard.
2nd and 1 at the 20-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Robinson. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Robinson.
is into the end zone. Touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Coup for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A give left side to Robinson.
Able to fight through one tackle. And some space here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Salt Lake City, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.